Crystia!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. We need to have a talk. Now, if you've been on the platform following other political channels, I constantly have people coming in the comments, people who chime in on the live streams, which, by the way, if you haven't joined us on our live streams yet, join us Friday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, every Friday here on the channel for Friday Night Fringe. We have a fantastic community, one of the best communities on the platform, I feel. It's part of the reason I do those live streams. And I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say every single week. But if you've been watching political channels on this platform, if you've been watching politics anywhere from independent content creators, you'll have noticed that things are starting to change when it comes to politics. Things are starting to change on the political background scene. And we need to talk about that. There have been content creators that have said, I'm leaving the country. There's content creators saying, I quit. There's content creators saying, I need to talk about depression. I need to talk about my life because I don't know what to do anymore. And I'm not here to criticize any of those people. But we face a bigger problem. When I sit in my live streams, when I talk with you guys, I constantly see it in the comment sections afterwards. I see it during the live streams. People are saying, I'm broke. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I can hang on any longer. I get hundreds of emails a month through Unacceptable Fringe's contact page stating, I'm struggling. I love the content. It's helping me out. It's helping me through dark times. My content shouldn't be able to lift you up from dark times, because constantly, as much as I talk about, try to look at it from a funny point of view or a comedic point of view, I don't see how this content can help you out. And I'm grateful that I can give you a hand. But the problem is now big. Content creators shouldn't be depressed. They shouldn't be sitting on platforms saying, guys, I don't know what to do anymore. I didn't think 20 years ago we would ever be in a position where so many people are at the end of their rope, where so many people are struggling. And I'm here today to tell you that if you're down on your luck, if you're fed up, if you're at the end of your rope, if you're depressed, hey, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm depressed. I have bad days a couple times a week. But do you know what? I slowly realized that when it comes to it being surrounded around the current situation in Canada, I'm not depressed. I'm pissed off. And we all need to be pissed off. Everybody in this country needs to stop saying, I'm depressed. Everybody in this country needs to start looking in the mirror and asking, why am I depressed? Why is my life so difficult? Why are things the way that they are? And I guarantee you that if they're linked to anything that you watch on this channel, if they're linked to anything that you watch on political news channels on YouTube, the answer is the government. The government is why you're depressed. We've covered multitudes of stories on this channel of Trudeau getting owned and people can't afford their food. People can't afford their mortgages. People are losing their jobs. People are migrating into the country and causing problems left, right, and center. We cover it all here on this channel. And yes, I always try to put a funny spin on things because, like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a bit of a goofball. I always try to have a laugh because I find that it helps pull you out of that rut. It helps pull you out of that negative space to say things aren't ever going to get any better. If you join us for our live streams, last week we were talking about movie quotes. We pulled up Sylvester Stallone's from Rocky Balboa, one of the greatest quotes ever. And it goes along the terms of life is always going to hit harder. It's always going to beat you to your knees and it'll push you down if you let it. But being tough in life isn't about how hard you can get hit. Or how does it go? It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Keep trying to move forward because that's how winning is done. I know I butchered the line. It's somewhere along that quote. The point of that quote is that when you're down, you have to get back up. You can't lay down anymore. Nobody should be putting out I'm depressed videos. Nobody should be putting out I'm finished, I'm quitting. Let's talk about things. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm guilty of it too. I'm not perfect. But what we all need to start doing is putting out videos saying, I'm mad. I'm pissed off. I've had enough. Conservative MPs, Liberal MPs, NDP MPs, they're all going to come knocking to your door in the next year. And we need to start telling them, look inside my house. Look at the shithole you've caused in this house. While you pigs get your pensions, your kickbacks, your easy lifestyles, your above average pay. Liberals are laughing right now because we want a tax break in order to go on summer vacations. Do you think they're scrapping their summer plans? Do you think they're not going anywhere? Do you think Justin Trudeau isn't going to go somewhere this summer and kick back and put his feet up and say, oh, life is so good. It's so easy. They want us depressed. They want us to suffer. They want us to struggle. The easiest way we can combat that as a country is to get back up and say no more. I really feel for anybody who's going through depression. I'm talking about it as somebody who's diagnosed manic depressive. It's a tough, tough disease. I get it. But you can't let it win. And you can't sit here and say, poor me all the goddamn time. And you know what you got to do? And you know what I got to start doing? And I've tried my best to stop doing it, is apologizing. We need to start getting up and getting mad, risk being offensive, risk saying what's on our mind, and start telling these politicians, if you don't fix my problems, I'm coming for your job. You're not going to get your pension. You're not going to get your wonderful lifestyle anymore. You're not going to get your above average pay. You're not going to get your fancy trips. When are we as a country going to stop explaining why we're fed up and start doing something about it? I hear it all the time. When are you going to get out of your basement and make a change? I am. I'm running for public office in my next municipal election. Not because I want to be up on a pedestal, not because I need a pat on the bum and told that I'm doing a good job. It's because every 4 goddamn years, I go to the polls and I have to choose the best of the worst. And I'm done. And I'm sitting here saying, as a Canadian, we all need to be the same. We all need to start saying, enough of this shit. Enough of this clown world. Enough of this woke policies. Enough of this bullshit that goes on in our society and being told how we're going to live our lives, where we're going to go, when we're going to do what we're going to do, and how much of it we can actually do. People are giving 50% of their paychecks right now to the government. For what? My life hasn't gotten better in the last couple of decades. How about you guys? Have your investments doubled or tripled in the last 4 years, like all these politicians, including the ones you're voting for? Are you living on easy street? Are you able to go on vacation every single year? Are you allowed to go to the grocery store and not have to start sweating when you get to the till and hand them your credit card? Absolutely not. So why are they getting such an easy life? Why are they allowed to push us around and then come around pandering when they need their votes and kissing our asses and saying, oh, we want to make everything better in your life? Bullshit you do. As soon as that election's over, you're gone for another 4 years. If you guys don't believe me, take a look at something as common as like a cell phone contract. Any one of these cell phone companies, they love you whenever your terms go up. Oh, come on back. Come get another phone. Come sign. We'll give you all these deals. We'll give you all these perks. And as soon as you sign that contract, guess what? You're on your own. You're on your own. And when that contract finishes, they come around again and you say, look, I was upset with the service. I was upset with everything that happened. And they go, oh, well, we're really sorry. Oh, let's fix that for you. Let's make things better. Let's kiss your butt and tell you to come on back. Please come on back. And then you think, oh man, they're really giving me a good deal. And you sign that contract again and they go, ha 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 ha, sucker, sucker. And they run off for another couple of years. The government's doing the same thing to us. I keep in touch with several conservatives. We've had them on the show. I'm in contact with them after being invited to Ottawa by them. I enjoy them as people. But whenever I catch up with them, whenever I'm talking to them, I'm always asking, what's happening at your office? Are people rising up yet? Are people complaining enough? And they go, oh, we're flooded with emails. We're flooded with calls with people saying they've had enough, people saying they're fed up with the carbon tax, they're fed up with all these things. And it's always the talking points they give me. Oh, the crime, the carbon tax, the homes, the this, the that. What are you doing about it? Why are my tax dollars paying for everything to sit stagnant? Enough. This country has had enough. I don't know, at least I have. I don't know about you guys. But one thing you're not going to see on this channel anymore is an apology video. You're not going to see any more I'm sorries. You're not going to see any I'm depressed or God, guys, I just can't get ahead. Do something about it. I'm sick and tired of this world, and I'm sick and tired of the way it's working, and I don't know about you guys. But you need to share this video out. We need to get it out, and we need to get people loud. We need to get everybody in this country grabbing a flag, getting out on the streets, and saying, I've had enough of this. I want my country back. And if you're not going to give it to me, then I'm going to find the right people that will. That's what we need. When does this end? When does the cycle finish? When do we stop getting on the treadmill and saying, let's keep going. Listen, guys, things will get better. We'll put our faith in somebody else. And then nothing happens. And then we turn around and go, oh, geez, well, maybe the next guy will do it. And we get back on that treadmill and keep walking. And then the next guy screws up. And then we go, oh, geez, well, I sure hope the next guy's better. And it just keeps going. Start calling your MP's offices and saying, I don't want any more immigrants in my goddamn country. I want more jobs. I want more homes. I want affordable homes. I don't want to pay your expensive gas prices anymore. Yeah, I'll let the planet burn. I'll do whatever you say I'm going to do, but I'm fed up with it. I can't afford this shit. That's what you start telling them. You have the ultimate power when you go to a poll. You're in charge of their job. Everybody says, well, your vote doesn't matter. Yes, it does. You decide whether they have a job to go back to. Put a chicken in the riding and vote for the chicken if you don't like them anymore. Get them out of there. And show them, F around and find out. Do your job or get out. Are you guys allowed to go to your jobs and sit around all day and do nothing and not make any progress and not have any results and spend company money and come back with no profits and nothing to show for it? Absolutely not. You'd be out on your ass. So why is it any different for the government? When are we going to start holding the government to account instead of all sitting here pissing and moaning and saying we're sad and we're depressed? No, get mad. Get mad. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with government. I'm done with being told what to put in my body, what to eat, where to go, when I can go there, how much it's going to cost me, how much I got to pay in order to continue living. I've had enough. No, I'm not going to pack up and leave the country. No, I'm not going to sit and say I'm depressed. Do something about it. Rally together. There's power in numbers. We need to be the change, ladies and gentlemen. We need to stop laying on the ground and getting punched, and we need to get back up. I don't like making these kind of videos. I don't typically make these kind of videos, but I look at my emails today. I look at everything going on social media. I look at what's going on with other YouTubers, my colleagues, and I'm sitting here shaking my head going, God, these guys are in bad spots. No, they need to get mad. We have an ability as a community here to make a real change in this world. So let's do it. Let's stop sitting and complaining about it and start doing something about it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm not even going to tell people subscribe or do whatever anymore. Just let me know what you think down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you on the next one.